Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Moon Night Raw. I'm Michael Cole with Pat McAfee and the Jackal, and today on Monday Night Raw, or Moon Night Raw, we're going to have, a good show here today on Monday Night Raw, Moon Night Raw, you know. Since we do know that, well, and since we do know that whatever match we're going to do here today is going to be a good one, you know, and we know that James T. Kurt is a TWF light heavyweight fighter. We know Rainbow Pride is still the TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter. And we know a lot of things about that. We do know a lot of things about that. Michael Cole says, "Yeah, we do." Pat McAfee says, "I mean, at the end of the day, we do know about those things going on. You know, we also know that yesterday, Braun Strowman." That Chris Jericho started something with Braun Strowman yesterday on Power and Might, and what Chris Jericho started, Braun Strowman's most likely gonna end. Well, I could tell you right now, the Jackal says, Chris Jericho's gotta be wise because he's picking on Braun Strowman. And we know that Chris Jericho's gonna come up with some way to beat him. Well, we will, we will see about that and see if that happens or not. Michael Cole says. At the end of the day, the Jackal says, at the end of the day, Pat McAfee says, I don't really think that Chris Jericho's all that wise if he's starting something with Braun Strowman. Well, he's got to be wise, the Jackal says. He's got a game goal. He's not going in doing this. He's got a ground sake of why for doing it. Well, if he does, the Jackal says. Well, if he does, Michael Cole says, sadly, he got beat up yesterday on Power and Might for his bind. So if that was his goal, well, it didn't go very well. Some of you folks think that me starting something with Braun Strowman yesterday on Power or Might and think that I got no game goal set for it. I do got a game goal set for it. I know what I'm doing, So that's why I'm gonna have Braun Strowman come here today on a show that I like to call, formerly called the Highlight Reel, whatever the English word is for that. So come out of here, you big dummy. Well, Chris Jericho, you seem to think that you got this all thought out, right? Like, oh, you think that somehow you're gonna beat me up from behind and then start cutting my hair off like you did to Kevin Nash, during his two-disc run in WWE, right? Or you think about the shit you did to Big Show, huh? Well, let me tell you something. I might be big, but that don't make me dumb. And I don't think Kevin Nash, formerly Diesel, formerly Vinny Vegas, formerly Oz, I don't think that made him dumb either. And Big Show, formerly the Ethel, I don't think that made him dumb as well. No, he's not dumb either. And you started something, Chris Jericho, so unless your game goal is to get beat up and dropped where you lay, that's a truly dumb game goal. Well, look, Braun Strowman, I know that you didn't do as much as others. Yes, you may have won the World Tag Team winnings once, with Seth Rollins, and then you won the world heavyweight winnings, the 26 between the YL1. You know, you didn't do as much as I did, and you know, AAA, NJPW, SMW, WCW, ECW, WCW, WWF, WWE, AW, ROH, whatever. I didn't know you did do very much still, alright? But you can learn from me and from my wisdom tree. I ain't gonna be one of your and I'm one of your underlings, your heavies. And I'm not gonna learn from no wisdom tree because I already learned a lot. And I didn't learn from you. So unless you got some underlings or heavies yourselves from the Jericho from the Jericho onlook followership, or the learning tree, or whatever you want to call it, you gonna get these hands. Oh, I was thinking to be kind to you, and now you slight me like that, you big effle. Uh-oh, Chris Jericho made a mistake, Michael Cole said. He flapped Braun Strowman, and now Braun Strowman just slammed him again. It smoothly amazes me, wonders why Chris Jericho and so many folks like to slight Braun Strowman and think that he's big and think that he's not wise too, Pat McAfee says. Well, there are very few big and highly wise men out there, the Jackal says, but sadly, Kurgan was never one of them. I can't speak for Braun Strowman because I never was his overseer. But I think Braun Strowman's doing very well, but Chris Jericho should not slap him across his lair. But hey, this is all a game goal set by Chris Jericho. Unless his game goal is to get beat up, then the Jackal said that's a truly dumb game goal. But I believe Chris Jericho's got everything under run and lead here. I believe that he's, making Braun Strowman think that he's that dumb. So you take the upper hand on him. The Jackal says, oh, is that right, huh? Pat McAfee says. So this is all slight of Chris Jericho's goal is to get beat the shit out of because he wants Braun Strowman to think he's dumb because he's going to get the upper hand on him sometime in the upcoming, Pat McAfee says. Kind of dumb there, Jackal. Well, anyway, we just know right now, Michael, Pat and Jackal, we got Daniel Bryan in the ring now, the main overseer. Well, Braun Strowman, it seems that you and Chris Jericho are still having this war, and it started and it doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. And I can't have you be throwing folks around, so it has to be in the ring. And I think this match is going to happen now. While Chris Jericho hopped right back out of the ring, out of the bed, back in the ring, just got slammed by Braun Strowman again. Braun Strowman again, Michael Cole says. And if it is a game goal, well, when is he going to start? When is the slight of this game goal going to happen, Jackal? I don't know, Michael Cole. I don't know when it's going to happen. But I know Chris Jericho can't be this dumb just to pick a fight with someone who's big as Braun Strowman and then think he's going to win by sliding him. But right now, we got to get the fight. Got to get the fight keeper in the ring now. Pat McAfee says, yeah, she was missing in work, and now we got her out now. Well, here goes the match that started now. Oh! And Chris Jericho just let Braun Strowman go right head first into that ring steeple. And now Chris Jericho want to do the code hidden breaker to Braun Strowman, but that didn't happen, Michael Cole says. No, this one big son of a bitch, Braun Strowman, just haven't got the upper hand on Chris Jericho. So much for his game goal, Pat McAfee says. He's got a game goal, the Jackal says. It's just going to take some time for him to play it out, that's all. You tell yourself that, Pat McAfee says. While you're watching Chris Hero get his shit beat out of him in the ring, you tell us the game goal's playing out, Pat McAfee says. Well, Michael Cole says, I hate to sigh, I like to don't want to say this, but I think Pat is right, Jackal. Chris Jericho is getting beat up right now, and whatever game goal he's got, well, it's not playing out right now. You know, Michael Cole says, 1, 2, 3. You know, ding ding. Here is your winner. Like, here is your winner, Braun Strowman. There we go. Well, as we know, Braun Strowman beat Chris Jericho here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, so it played out the same way it played out yesterday. You know, and if Chris Jericho's got a game goal, well, it didn't show itself, or he wasn't wise enough to offshoot it. Michael Cole says. I guess not, Pat McAfee says, unless his game goal was to fuck with Braun Strowman and call him names and slight him the same way Shane McMahon did when he was warring with Braun Strowman. You know, if that's so, well, he got beat up, but if that was his game goal, kind of sad. It's not his game goal at all. You know, the Jackal says. There has to be more to this than Chris Jericho just, you know, coming out and slighting Braun Strowman. There has to be more to this game goal. Give it time. Chris Jericho will play his sheet when it's the right time to play it. The Jackal says. Well, we'll take it away. That's true, Michael Cole says. We'd like to yield to see that happen. All right, take it away, Gene Okerlund. Alright, thank you, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Braun Strowman here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. Alright, Braun Strowman, you seem to be in a war with, well, shit, go back. Well, you seem to be in a war with Chris Jericho, and where's this heading to? Well, Gene Okerlund, I wish I knew where it was heading to. I wish I knew what bullshit that Chris Jericho is playing me for. You know, Chris Jericho wants to come out and call me names and slap me around the ear, and well, if he wants to get his hands, well, he got these hands. Well, that may be true that he did get the hands, but are you worried about Chris Jericho, you know, playing you is making you think he is dumb, and then sadly, when you're least seeing it, do something to you. Well, if Chris Jericho's that wise, I will be watching my back for him. But so far, what Chris Jericho's done is run his mouth about how he thinks he's so great because he did all this shit in WCW and WWF and WWE and ECW and SMW and AAA and NJPW and all this shit in AEW. That don't make him greater than me. I don't make him greater than anyone else. You hear this, Chris Jericho? You want to keep on doing your bullshit, you're going to keep on getting your rear beat. Well, Braun Strowman, you did say that you hope to become the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. Yeah, I did hope to become the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. It is my goal. So I'm putting it out there. I don't know if it will be John Cena or The Rock or Cody Rhodes, whoever is the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, you're going to be dealing with me. Alright, that's my talk with Braun Strowman. You know, back to you, Michael Cole. Well, thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Braun Strowman here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. And that's all the time we got here. I'm Michael Cole with Pat McAfee and the Jackal. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.